I want to ask you something.
Yes.
Did you know about SME?
Yes, I know about
Can you explain to me?
Yes, let me explain to you what of SME. SME is small and medium-sized enterprise that are in business with the revenue, asset, or employees that falls below a certain threshold. Next, they have three types of SME, which is small business, medium business, and micro business. While they have two sectors of SME, which is the first one is manufacturing, and the second one is services and other sectors. So, here is the first sector of SME, which is manufacturing. And for your information, every sector can be divided into two definitions, which is general and specific. For the general definition of manufacturing is a small and medium size as a company with a sales turnover that not exceeding 50 million or the number of full-time employees is not employees exceeding 200 workers. While for the specific, they have three types of definition, which is small business, medium business, and micro business. For the small business, whereby a small medium as a company with a sales revenue 300,000 less than 15 million, or the full-time employees from 5 to less than 75. Next, for the medium business is a company that with a sales revenue from 15 million to not exceeding 50 million and full-time employees is from 75 to not exceeding 200 workers. Lastly, for the micro business is a company with a sales revenue is less than 300,000 or the number of full-time employees less than 5 workers. So, the next is the second sector of SME, which is services and other sectors. In this sector also divided into two definitions, which is general and specific. For the general definition of services and other sector is a small and medium size as a companies with a sales revenue are not exceeding 20 million, while the company is not employs full-time employees exceeding 75 workers. While for the first specific definition is a small business, whereby a small medium size as a company with a sales revenue 300,000 to less than 3 million or the number of full-time employees from 5 to less than 30 workers. Next, for the second specific definition is medium business, which is a small and medium size as a company that with the sales revenue is from 3 million to not exceeding 20 million or the number of full-time employees is from 30 to not less than 75 workers. Next, for the second specific definition is a medium business, which is a small and medium size as a company that with the sales revenue is from 3 million to not exceeding 20 million or the number of full-time employees is from 30 to not less than 75 workers. Lastly, for the micro business is a small and medium size that can be defined as a company with a sales revenue is less than 300,000 or the number of full-time employees less than 5 workers. So, as you can see here, I put two examples of SME companies. For the first one is Malaysian Milk Serum Hut, which that manufacture is a cultured milk with the real fruit juice and the most popular name as a Vitagen. The last one is Secret Recipe Malaysia, that the cake and cafe offer friendly and personalized full-service dining experience for the customer.
Hi Alia.
Hi, honey.
I want to start a business, but I don't know how the SMEs can find to start a business.
Actually, SME have two sorts of finance, which is internal and external. Let me explain more about this. In Malaysia, we have two main sources of finance for SME, which is internal source and external source. Let me explain one by one. For internal source of finance, we have two, which is owner capital and return profit. While for external source, we have three, which is bank loan, venture capital, and government grant. Every source have their advantage and disadvantage for SME itself. So let me explain more about this. Owner capital is referred to money invested by the owner of a business. This usually come from their personal saving. Personal saving is money that has been saved up by the entrepreneur. This source of finance does not cost the business at all because there are no interest charge applied. For advantages of owner capital, first, The owner do not need to pay interest or deal with investor bank or other lender to raise a capital. Next, owner be aware of the exact amount of money accessible to manage the business. Lastly, the owner will be entitled 100% of any future profit. Let's talk about disadvantage of owner capital. First one, the business owner need to establish own network and mentorship possibility. Second, the owner belonging can be lost if the business about to fall. And lastly, owner can only contribute as much as the owner can afford to. Next is retained profit. Retained profit is the amount of the business net income that is kept within account rather than pay out to the shareholder. This source of finance does not incur interest charge or require the payment of dividend, which is make it desirable source of finance among SME. For advantage retained profit, firstly, they are also same like the owner capital, which is quick and convenient, easy access the money and also no interest payment needed. For disadvantage of retained profit, once the money is gone, it's not available for any future foreseen problem the business might face. Other source of finance that business can get is from a bank loan. So, this is the benefit. First, easy and quick to access. And next, owner can get a significant amount of money at one time. So here, the disadvantage of bank loan. The owner need to pay interest on the amount of the borrowing and difficult for a new business to access money quickly. For venture capitalists, it refer a private equity investor that provide capital to companies with high growth potential in exchange for a equity stake. This could be funding startup venture of supporting small company that wish to expand but do not have access to equity market. There are advantage of taking venture capitalists, which is can gain money quickly. Second, potential to raise huge amount of money and the investor may offer advance and help in the company. There are also have disadvantages of taking it. First is dilution of ownership and control. Venture capitalists usually become a part of board and they are actively participate in the company's decision making, while venture capitalists want to protect their investment. Second is venture capitalists may release the fund from time to time because venture fund involve a large amount of capital. The venture capital may not release all the fund at the same time because most of the contract required the startup company to reach certain milestone in order to receive the original required. This create undue pressure on the startup company. Lastly is government grant. A fixed amount of money awarded by the government. Grants are given to a business in the condition that they meet certain criteria such as providing job in areas of high unemployment. This usually do not need to pay back by the business. Now you guys know what is the best source of finance to SME.
Hey, Farah.
Hey, Hanafi.
Why you so messy?
Actually, I am doing some research of SME. So my biggest problem is, did you know about financing difficulties of SME? And can you explain to me?
Oh, I know. The future financing of SME is...
Here are the financing difficulties. And the first, access to the finance. Second, intensive competition. And the third, lack of the skilled workforce. First, access to the finance. Limited financial options. Traditional financial options such as the bank loan and the line of the credit may not be readily available or suitable for the SME. High interest rate and the stringent payment terms and can make this option unattractive. For example, a small retail business may struggle to get a loan with the favorable term due to lack of the substantial asset or to offer the collateral. For the impact, restricted growth. Limited access to the finance restricts the ability of SME to invest in growth opportunities, such as expanding product line, entering the new market, or the upgrading the technology. For example, a tech startup as the promoting product or the cannot secure the necessary only to scale production and the market the product widely, limiting its the growth potential. Second, intense competition. Market dominated by the large firms. Large firms have the intensive resources, established brand represent, economy of scale, and well-developed distribution network, allowing them to dominate the market. For example, a small local bookstore struggles to compete with a large chain, which benefits from the bulk purchasing, intensive market budget, and a strong online presence. For the effect, reduce the market share. Intense competition can lead to the reduced market share for the SME, as the largest firm captures a significant portion of the market. For example, a small software company sees the customer but the same as the largest competitors, offers a similar product with more features at the competitive price. Third is lack of skilled workforce, training and development costs. SME may not have the budget or the infrastructure to invest in the intensive training and development program, which are necessary to upskill their workforce and to keep up with the industry changes. For example, a small manufacturing firm may not afford the latest training program for the advanced machinery, leaving a gap in the necessary skill among its workers. For the impact, limited innovation. Without skilled employees, SME may struggle to innovate and improve their products or services, hindering their competitiveness in the market. For example, a small R&D focused company may fall behind in developing new products because it cannot be attract and retain the necessary scientific talent.
Hi Fifi,
Hey, Ami.
what's wrong with your face?
I have problem with my business, but I didn't know how to solve it. Can you help me?
Yes, I can help you and I have a strategy to solve your business. And the strategy are? So here have the 3 strategies to solve financial difficulties. First, maintain business cash flow diligently. Second, diversify source of business income. And third, enhance workforce digitally. Cash flow is a main aspect that needs to be taken care of in order to ensure smooth business operation. Why cash flow is important? It is because the SME business can know the movement of cash in and out of the business account over a period of time. The government acts can help SMEs to maintain cash flow, which is increase marketability of share because the development of SME market is designed to bridge funding gap and provide good venue for further fundraising for SMEs, such as looking for loan to expand the business. A low number of outstanding share and a narrow investor base can make it difficult to sell. Introducing a market making system may help relevant institutions. Also should be encouraged to publish already investment research on SME securities. Next is diversified source of business income. Diversification of product and services is indeed a smart strategy for SMEs facing intense competition. By expanding beyond a single product or services, business can tap into new revenue streams and reduce the risk associated with dependence on a single offering. For instance, a store selling cooking foods could diversify by adding beverages, snacks, or other complementary items. This is not only attract a new customer, but also enhance the overall value proposition of the business. Ultimately, such diversification can contribute to sustained profitability and resilience in a competitive market environment. To increase professional workforce is create online training to employees. The entrepreneur do not need to take much time to train employee. This is because the employer can access the video quickly and everywhere, such as at home. I more prefer digital training than the face-to-face that can save time and reduce the cost. By this training can help employee to improve the skill in many fields. For example, improve the corporate financial system and the understanding of financial management. Implement the concept of financial management in a business and combine with actual development of financial management, such as utilize the software to achieve target market on SMEs and can gain more profit to encourage sustainability economy.